Roll call, please.
Dave Kester, absent. Rick Ziegler.
Here.
Brian Durkee.
Here.
Amy Renard. Here. Dan Rupno.
Here.
Pledge of allegiance. Okay, approval of minutes from the August 11th meeting and the August 25th meeting.
I'll move approval of the minutes of August 11th and August 25th.
Second it.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Public comments.
Peter Marks, general items.
I just wanted to let the community know that we had a very successful movie in the park night. I wanted to give a special thanks to Exonia Bank for sponsoring the movie in the park. And I wanted to give a thanks to the following individuals for helping out with a concession stand where we were raising money for our park playground equipment. My daughter Malaya, Jane and Sally from First Baptist Church, Carl Yeager, Rick Ziegler, Chris Griswold, and Chris's two granddaughters, Maxine and Maddie. So I'd like to give a thanks to all those that helped out. It was a successful event. We had about 100 citizens or people of the community in attendance.
Vic, you know the rules.
I know the rules. Vic Carolinus, West 262 Hillendale Drive. I just want to thank everybody, especially the Highway Department and their coordination with Kartner Brothers in doing Hillendale. It's beautiful. Thank you so much. Appreciate it very much. Thank your board. Whoever was, I don't even know who was all in charge at the time, but
It
it is,
magically was done, Vic.
it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Thank you.
Okay.
I got Heather Harris.
Oh, Heather Harris.
Okay. 7B.
I have some notes. I'm Heather Harris, N8251 Pritchard Farm Road, and I'm also on the Plan Commission, I believe as vice chair, so that plays into my comments here. I'm here to strongly encourage the board not to remove any current members of the Plan Commission unless and until a replacement has been formally approved. Doing otherwise would be both procedurally unsound and potentially harmful to the functioning of the commission. As you know, the Plan Commission has already been operating below the required 7 members since the last census, which puts us out of compliance with state statute. Intentionally reducing our numbers further without a plan to restore full membership would be reckless. It increases the risk of not reaching quorum, which could delay or invalidate important decisions that directly affect our town's future. The commission is the town's voice in zoning and land use matters. Without a quorum, we risk losing that voice, ceding influence to the county by default. Additionally, removing existing members without confirmed replacements means losing institutional knowledge and experience at a time when most of the other members are new. There's a steep learning curve in understanding zoning ordinances and the broader implications of our decisions. Retaining these experienced members ensures continuity and helps guide newer members in making informed decisions for the town. I've also been disappointed to hear personal grievances and motivations surface in recent discussions about the Plan Commission members. These decisions should be made in the best interest of the town, not based on personal disagreements. As a current member of the Plan Commission, I welcome diverse perspectives. That's how we best represent the full range of the views in our community. If you believe a member's term should not be renewed, that is certainly your right. But unless there is cause for removal under Section 2-156B of our town ordinances, I urge you to prioritize continuity and stability. Let's focus on adding new voices and not silencing the existing ones. Please use your authority to strengthen this commission and not weaken it, and ensure that Ixonia continues to have a seat at the table in the decisions that shape our future. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we have no sheriff here or anything. Bruce?
You skipped treasurer's report.
Oh, sorry about that. Treasurer's report.
Move Rebecca Bell, that's for sewer, correct, in the sewer title,
City of Petaluma is for that, Lockwood,
14, and Orchid Alley, 7.
that one is for, chemicals.
Chemicals?
Yep, the plant, for UD2.
Okay.
Yep.
Joanne, I'm sorry, go ahead. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was, petty cash for, movie night. Yep, nope, it goes back in. Yep, I had mileage for, attending class, conference and other, election running and stuff like that, so I turned in my mileage. Probably for 8 months.
Joanne, is this the way you're gonna present it from now on, or is it temporary?
No, that's the way I was gonna present it, because of the fact that you guys, approved a,
Yeah.
a summary budget.
Mm-hmm.
What I've been giving you is our worksheet, so this is the actual budget.
Okay.
So, I thought it was probably more prudent that we stay consistent with how you're approving the budget. If you want a line item, a worksheet as we call it, I can send that out to you separately.
Okay.
But in the packet, I'd like to be consistent with what you guys approved.
Yeah, it saves
On-
pages,
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
Saves
it's
on
very
pages.
handy.
I actually kinda like seeing the line items,
Right.
just to see like individual
And I can send that out to
funds
you guys individually,
that would
like,
be great.
like separately, like,
Mhm.
when I send out the packet, I can send that out individually. But for in the packet, I would like to do this, because this is what you approved, each year. Well, yep, I'll send it over to
Okay.
Dan.
Yeah, that would, especially as we're going with the budget.
Right.
Season, it'd be good to know where we are each of those funds.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Total energy, what's that?
That has to do with the, utilities.
Utilities, total energy,
Okay.
generators, okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the treasurer's financial report for August.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none. Those in favor, signify aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We have no sheriff, no report, so we'll move on to unfinished business. Consider and possible action on plan commission appointments. I've presented 2 of them. One would be Lloyd Marks. Let's,
Are you moving
Are you moving?
confirmation or what is that?
up to your pleasure, whatever you want. I brought it
Yeah.
in front of you.
We need a motion.
That's,
I'll make the motion, to, approve Lloyd Marks for the planning commission.
I second it.
okay, I have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, Lloyd will be accepted.
I'll vote.
Huh?
I'll vote.
We have to vote.
A vote?
All those in favor?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. The next one is Kevin Griswold.
I make a motion to, put Kevin Griswold in planning commission.
Second.
Motion, I have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, those in favor, signal by aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Kevin's appointed. discussion and possible action to remove from the plan commission members who have not been confirmed for a new term. The first one name I'd bring up would be Terry Getch.
Yep, I wanted this item on our agenda, and now that we have approved 2 more plan commission members, we have 6 confirmed members, but there's 2 still sort of floating out there. So there's still 1 more needed, and I don't know what the plan is for that, but, this isn't about personal disagreement, that's the easy way out of this. This is about change, it's about wanting new voices on the plan commission, it's about wanting a diverse selection of new voices, and I think that's what we need right now. Kevin made a very good argument at one of our last meetings about representing the ag interests on the plan commission. With his appointment, I think we've done that. I agree with him completely. So we don't need a cause to remove people anymore because we changed that ordinance at one of our last meetings in August. So I'm going to make a motion to remove from the plan commission Terry Getch and Kurt Pernett. There's 6 members. A quorum is 4. I think that's very adequate, and we hope that our chairman will bring 1 more name forward.
And we'd need 2 more names if we remove 2.
Well, but we have 6.
There's 6.
Okay, then where would it be 1 more name?
Yes, 1 more
If
name.
we remove 2.
Right. And what Amy says, and everybody thinks that,
Before we have discussion,
Okay.
we have a motion.
Oh.
Second.
Thank you.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Now, have discussion.
well, like Amy said, we're not out here trying to remove something by cause. We just need change, different voices, express your own voices. So everybody should not think that we're removing them for a purpose. And I think we have to have change in Exonia to move forward to the next fresh idea. And that's what we're after. That's all we're after.
Well, I agree that, fresh faces and all that, but I also agree that, you can only have so many fresh faces and then you need knowledge.
Well, we do have 2 carryovers from the former plan commission, Mr. Lopnow and Andy Nadushak. So that's experience moving forward.
Okay, but,
And it's not rocket science to be on the plan.
Absolutely
I mean,
not.
well, I don't think it's as
This is
easy as you
not.
guys think it is, but that's fine. You have your opinion and I have mine.
I know that,
Right.
but express
There's so
your
many
mind.
resources out there that you can go through and you can find out what's what if you need to learn something like that, okay? And it doesn't take you that long to figure out what's what.
And the
And it's
county
not,
is, right.
and it's not because of experience, it's because of doing the homework that needs to be done. That's what it all comes down to.
Okay, well, I
And
mean,
the-
we can beat this to death forever if
The
that's how you
county
feel.
is a great resource, and I would urge maybe the new plan commission ask Matt Dangle, our county zoning director, to come out here and meet with you guys and answer questions, talk about the process. I was on the county zoning committee for 8 years. I started out as a new person. I was not familiar with zoning, and it's, if you're diligent about it and you read the ordinances and you follow the agenda, you pick it up.
Okay,
You just,
we can keep beating this to death forever.
I'm
I have-
not beating
I
it,
have
we're
faith
having
in-
a conversation.
You
I-
guys have expressed it, and fine, we're gonna move on.
I have
We're gonna
faith in
vote
anybody
next.
that
Yes,
we
all
elect.
those in favor of removing, Terry Getch and Kurt Pernod, say aye.
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 Opposed? Aye. Motion carries. They're removed. Consider impossible action on contract with central office regarding IT services and government transition. .gov.
He's not here.
No, he didn't come back.
He's the one that gave us the presentation,
Correct.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
You guys have had a month to read the contract. Stan has also had it if you have any questions.
I forgot that man's name who came to
Thomas.
speak with us, Thomas. Did he get a handle on our live streaming
Yes.
situation?
They
I
said that
see
the,
that it's not green.
but it's live.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I guess it's not green, it's supposed to be red. It's white when it's on,
Okay.
and it's red when it's taping.
Okay,
So-
all right.
I have a hard time hearing people when it's black.
Well, we didn't have the mics on for the
Right.
last meeting, so now we have that on. So they are, right now, they are like observing, they're on the computer in the back room,
Oh,
but then they're also watching it
great,
live.
great.
So that,
Okay.
and they're doing that for free,
Good.
so.
So that was my question with
That
him.
is
Is it compatible with the old stuff? I don't think I
It's-
ever got
it's-
that answer.
It's compatible to a point where it's working at the moment, but it's not the best, best thing. So going in the future, that's gonna be something that we're gonna look at so that we can make it a better operating system. But it doesn't need to be done today.
So my question to him was, can you do a wireless without using this?
Okay, I don't know, he didn't talk to me about that, but I
Yeah.
know that there are options for us, and we
Okay.
haven't really delved into it because we're just concerned with getting the .gov email.
Yeah, we're kinda getting off track here, let's,
No, we're discussing the contract.
They do that because they're going to do this
That,
too.
is that included in his contract?
This contract covers, the .gov transferring to the .gov site platform, and then it's also monitoring our systems, which, we need.
But it doesn't include the security cameras
It-
here.
It does.
It does, but not at the fire station.
No, that's
It's not
something else.
included some-
I don't know who does that.
Something's not included.
It is the same company,
Okay.
but I'm not sure that, I don't know, you guys come separately for your contract? Okay, I don't know that question.
I didn't think so.
Okay.
Joanne,
Yes.
do you know what we are paying presently for whatever services they were doing?
For the, well, for them or for our IT services?
For the IT, like Badgerland, for
Correct,
example, you
yes.
still can't include that, in on this. So in other words, are they monitoring our security system?
Badgerland?
No, with this new company.
Not yet, no.
Okay, so we have security with.
They would be monitoring us 24/7.
There was no monitoring presently.
No. So, they would take over our domain, which, like, 'cause right now we have, central office does our security cameras. We have Badgerland doing some of our computer stuff. We have Network Solutions hosting our emails. So Network Solutions will go away, Badgerland will go away, central office would then, be all encompassed.
You know what we're paying offline for network solutions?
I don't know what we're paying them.
And Badgerland?
Badgerland, we pay, we pay $600 a month
Okay.
for just to be able to call us.
Mhm.
So,
And
and
that,
then when we call them, they come out, we get charged per call.
Correct.
so we have no monitoring, we have no firewall protection, and we
Correct.
don't have .gov
No.
for any emails.
No, and I need .gov because the state of Missouri trying to stop working with me. Because it's, the .com is not what, we don't have the protection that, is afforded to .gov.
and none of this applies to the wastewater treatment plant. This is separate, right?
Right, we looked, Thomas and I and Paul went down there and we talked with Jeff and they looked at the system down there and for what Jeff needs down there at the plant, Badgerland is sufficient for what, their operating system. Plus, they also have, what do you call it? They have a different company, I think it's called, is it Lennox or something like that?
Yeah.
They have a different company that supervises all of their computer systems, and he's got 24/7 on that. So, when Thomas and Paul went down there, they said that there's no reason for them to even get involved with that. They're sufficiently covered.
Okay, good. I'm glad you went down there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Badgerland currently does no protection for our systems.
Not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're doing nothing over at, wastewater treatment plant either.
Well, they do something over there. I'm just not sure what they do, but what they're doing is sufficient for what Jeff is, needs.
So that doesn't have security protection included in it, so there's no three-factor protection.
Well, yeah, he has that. It's through a different company.
Okay.
because he needs to have that with the system that's operating down there.
So what would be the next loss in case, you know, we go and this, new company is taking the Badgerland 600 a month plus and any other pluses there?
Well, I don't know the network solutions because that's all based off of our email addresses. And so right now, central office is quoting $3,500. So if you take the 600 that we're paying Badgerland off, you're down to 2,900. Now, I can get that $2,900 down or more because there's a lot of email addresses that are not being used. And so you're paying for the email addresses, and that's very expensive.
Okay.
Yes, so the fire department, which I was going to be talking with Kelvin, I talked with Rick prior, earlier this year, but I wanted to go over some stuff with Kelvin because I had talked with some individual fire department personnel that have email addresses, and they're like, I don't even use it, so I don't know why I have one. So I just wanted to kind of go over that with Kelvin as interim chief now, just to make sure if I can get that dropped down even more with the less amount of email addresses that they have to monitor.
I think before we improve on this, we should know who is on the email list and let the board have some decision-making ability on that so that all people that don't belong on aren't on, and then we're not paying for people that, why are they on?
They will, as part of this, the contract is based off of the number of email addresses that we have. Once they do the onboarding, we will go through that and we will be dropping it down, so he will never pay what they're quoting, because we're going to we're gonna go through it and evaluate it.
Well, it'd be prudent for the board to know what the price would be to drop a good email instead of giving, before we just give them a blank check.
I'm not giving them a blank check.
Would,
Are they taking it off 35?
Well, the thing that,
They're, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so this is 35, and you're taking all the emails
It's
off.
that, yes, the 35 is maximum. As we take the email addresses off, that will drop.
It does.
And then as what we're paying Network Solutions and what we're paying Badgerland, that will also drop. Because now we're paying one company versus multiple companies.
but that's not inaccurate neither with Badgerland, because if you call
Right.
2 or 3 times if they have to come out, then we're billed every time they come out. So the bill could go easily $1,000 or more.
Correct.
Okay, plus we have no monitoring, we have no security. Right now, we have no firewall.
Right.
Okay, so I mean, every month we go by, we're just one more month waiting to get hacked. And it pretty much isn't a matter, Badgerland is more of a residential contractor for computers and stuff, not government. And, I mean, I just think that, knowing what they have brought out to us and what they've all explained and having to go to .gov, Badgerland cannot do .gov. They would have to farm that out. So that would be another expense from Badgerland.
And the thing of it is, we have some, some situations here with our computer systems that are, I don't know what to say, we are being susceptible to issues. We are open, and I need to get that showed up. And our security things are just not, it's not secure. I mean, like, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, you guys are in, a good place to have some major security concerns. Okay, ransomware is very prevalent. I just don't, we don't wanna deal with any of that.
You're right, I completely agree with you, and I'm in favor of this one. And to Rick's point, we're paying these people to review all those email addresses and go over with them. I don't think we need to get involved in deciding who gets an email address and who doesn't. I leave that to the staff and the IT people.
Well, if there's possibly, 100 out and then 30 needed, I'm just making up those numbers, I think it would be good knowledge for us to know as a board. I think that would be a security improvement right in itself to have only responsible people
we have 35 email addresses, that's the part of this contract. And I know for a fact that there's at least 5 that would get removed.
You don't know exactly how many get removed, so you can't put a figure on it, right?
Well, I mean, the 5 that I say,
When they go through, there's probably could be more.
there could be more.
So
but
it's hard
there's-
for you to put a figure on what would be lost.
Right, but
Yeah.
there are 5 that I
Right.
know for sure that need to get removed.
So we're not even talking about hundreds of emails.
No.
I didn't know what the numbers were. It
Yeah.
was, you know,
I think it's
listed.
gonna go down from what
Well,
Joanne is
needs to.
saying,
It
but I
needs
don't
to.
think she can put a figure on it. you
The
know.
thing, Rick, is the emails aren't where we're gonna get in trouble. The spyware, when we get hacked into, and we get totally shut down, that's where you're gonna start spending big money. Cause now you're bringing everybody in to try to get us back up. So, I mean, it isn't the emails. I mean, you're looking at pennies when big dollars could be going away. So I think, you know, we have to move forward. I make a motion that we consider going with the new contract from Central.
You wanna include the cost numbers in?
I guess, I mean, if you wanna include the numbers as a maximum,
Yeah. There's 2 numbers, right? 4,375 and $3,563.10.
right, the 4375 is a month, that's a one-time charge.
Okay, right.
And then the 3553 is gonna be the monthly until we get all of that other stuff,
Okay.
you know, all the email addresses removed.
Just to
Why
like
can't that
formalize it.
just be done right at the onset, you know, the reduction rate rather than waiting?
It is, Rick.
Okay.
We're not getting charged anything. We're the 4375
It's a set fee.
is what we're gonna get charged right off the bat.
I understand that.
The 3553 is going to be, once they get us onboarded and we, you know, we figure out all the email address stuff, then that will get dropped off down, and then we'll start with our monthly charge. So we have a motion on the table.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, there's a motion and a second to go to central office for our new computer software or setup. Any other discussion?
So we're gonna include the numbers or not?
Yes.
I thought
You wanna
Joanne
make
was
a motion with that?
That's part of my motion, Joanne. I don't have the numbers on my paper.
You're including the
Contract
motion, okay.
Okay,
Contract as presented.
thank you.
Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, those signal by aye, they're in favor.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. New business. Division.
Nope, we got D.
Oh, well, that's, I didn't wanna give away the money.
I know, sorry.
Consider possible action on pay request number 24 for stop construction in the amount of
$193,000. That's right.
$372 for a wastewater treatment facility. This has all been approved by our engineering staff and recommended that we pay it.
I believe, if I'm correct, unless you can correct me, I think this is part of the report already too. When I was looking at it, I was trying to figure that out.
He's got a punch list of what has to be.
Yeah. Ben, could you explain what this SCADA, interface is? Is that
Scanner?
computer system?
Yeah, it's or you wanna do it, I'll do it, I don't know.
You're not our engineer.
It's the monitoring system where we have all the locations on the plant.
Like alarms?
Yep, it monitors the
It
alarm.
telemetries, by radio, information from plant to people that are monitoring.
Okay.
It also includes the lift station.
The lift station so that, if an alarm goes off, you know that we need.
No, Joanne, looks like there's still everything in power.
Oh, okay, so this is just an additional,
There's still another $71,243 to be paid.
right, that's why I was wondering if the 193 was part of the original retainage? I don't
It
know.
is.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah. So So the distribution we can,
So there's a small punch list, I believe, of like 7 items on it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
it's 5 items that
Or
they
5.
have to do yet, yep.
And is that grass gonna be planted this fall?
I believe some of the grass is going to be seeded,
Yeah.
It's been done already?
yeah.
It will grow if it's been,
Well, I will make a motion then, to approve the payment to Staub Construction Corporation of $193,372.
second it?
I have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signal by aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I had to give away their money. New business. Discussion and possible action regarding a request by Kirk Kernan to rezone from AT to A1 access from across from N7886 Woody Lane on parcel 012-0816-2732-000.
Shane Miller with MJ Excavating. We're looking to build our office and shop at that address or that parcel number there. So we're hoping to be able to break ground this year if everything works out. And I guess what information do you want me to go through? Do you want the whole history or?
What will that land be used for?
It's for our office and shop and storage space for our equipment and attachments. Excavating equipment. Primarily, we go and we support the electric infrastructure out there for doing the substation grading and transmission line access. So we have.
My knowledge, and I'm not a user, but
Mhm.
excavating equipment is quite large.
Yep, it is. Yeah, I mean, it certainly can be. We have dozers and excavators that range from 10,000 pounds to 83,000 pounds is our heaviest excavator at this time.
Will it be any, protection from heat from the nose?
Yes. Yep.
Will it be in sight, or will it be
You'll be able to see the knuckles of the boom. We're not gonna, I guess, necessarily completely fence it in, but you'll be able to see the like tops of the cabs and the knuckles sticking above the berm areas. Is the
Yep.
minor portions of the equipment?
yeah, it'd be minor portions. The county had asked similar questions, so I had printed off some of the drawings, what they were asking for.
Yeah.
Do you have a landscape plan for this at all on the berm? Or?
Yep. Well, it's not an official one, I'll say, it's more a pretty one at this time.
How many excavators, cats, and
Oh,
all that
yeah.
stuff are you
Yep.
looking at? I
Okay.
mean, you have an average amount?
Well, ideally we have none in the yard and that they're all working, but occasionally, I'll say, especially in some of the winter months, we'll have some there. But currently, I mean, we have 17 owned excavators, 19 dozers, 2 haul trucks, and then we lease our skid steers, so those usually get returned. But just one telehandler in the yard to load stuff up, and then we got 17 quad axle dump trucks we run around with, but and then 2 heavy haul semis as well. So.
Is a 4-6 foot boom with some trucks gonna do the job, or plan on like covering up most of this equipment, or is this just, kind of like a piece of big that come and use it, like it with the horn around the LED post, pop trees on there, and they see everything's going fine?
I'm not
Fine
familiar.
for what?
I'm not familiar with that.
LED is 150 foot structure, I believe.
yeah, I don't know what you're requiring or what you would like, but we're certainly open to, I'll say, blending in with the community as much as you'd like. But I don't,
I guess I would like to see a landscape plan that tells
Sure.
everybody what you're gonna put in.
Yep,
This
d-
is
so-
just a
so
blank
do you-
piece of paper that says trees and shrubs.
Yes.
We need to see an actual landscape plan, upper canopy, lower canopy,
'kay.
so we know what's gonna go in.
Sure.
It's pretty generic, I mean, that's
Oh,
all
it
we're
is.
asking for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and
and I-
what trees and shrubbery are you looking for and what size? Do you have specifics that I can go back to them with?
First of all, he's asking for zoning.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, we're not, we're getting kinda off the track here with everything. They're asking for zoning, but no, what we should consider is like, are we gonna make the same covenants that we have in the industrial park, what we expect from him? Or are you gonna create a new covenants or new set of rules, or how because with the covenants from the industrial park, we have the TIMO edition, which isn't that old. So you have covenants there. So, I mean, then the man would have, he could get a set of covenants, so he knows what we expect.
Is this in the industrial park?
So it would be right across the street
Then
from
that's
it.
it, yeah,
So
just
it's not
south
in
of
the
it,
industrial
just
park.
south of it.
it's across the road
Uh-huh.
from what the current industrial
Well,
park
the
is.
county is going to ask you for detailed landscaping
Right.
plan
Yep.
anyway, so
Yep.
you're gonna have to be prepared to.
Well, he will, when
Yeah.
he wants a
Yep.
building
Yep.
permit.
My understanding is
He
I have to
wants
get
to
the
know.
zoning first,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I do have a question about your site plan too. In your application, it refers to entrances, like there's more than one,
Two,
but
yep,
the
yep.
site plan, I think, only shows one.
We had the one for the office parking lot, and
Right.
then there's the one very close to the east property line there.
His gravel?
So-
pit?
Yeah, I mean,
That's on your driveway?
yes,
It
yep.
doesn't go to the road then? It doesn't seem to go all the way to
I tried to,
the
Chick-
road there. Yeah, yeah?
Right here at the road and right here in the driveway.
Oh, that gravel thing, okay, I thought you meant the lawn area. Okay, and then you'll do a site plan to curve it over to wherever you want your machines to go, right? Cause it dead ends right there.
so this, it might be easier to see on here.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so this area would be grass.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of, it comes back here now.
This gravel thing?
This would be all gravel.
Okay, it doesn't really show that on the,
This one does show it a little bit better here.
So that's your
So,
second
so
access,
this is all our gravel.
okay.
It would loop all the way around.
but it's for your big machinery coming through the
Yes.
gravel instead of going on your
It's been a
asphalt.
heavy haul, so we're not damaging.
Right.
Mm-hmm, okay.
I believe, people live on Woody Lane. How close is this going to be to these residences?
We're, if you're familiar with the tree line there on, with Cornette's plan, then it's still ag land. And we're kitty corner from Hafler's, pit there, or storage area. So we're east of Hafler's storage area. Yeah, yeah, we're a half mile from any residence.
So you'd say from Highway F, you're probably about halfway down before you get to the corner, correct?
I would,
Like 700 feet on the corner of Aspen,
yeah,
where the property is on,
yeah, okay,
west side,
yep.
over south end street.
Yeah. And then west you go to
We-
next property line, right?
Yeah, yep, we go right up to that tree line there,
Okay.
yeah.
There's one other big consideration, sewer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Getting back to your comment about what you did in the industrial park, and I'm just gonna say, what there was done years ago, maybe, we can't go with that. We gotta try to put more trees and landscaping around these areas, and I don't think it becomes a problem then. But people have to realize that we're changing this for the better, for the ones that didn't put any in. So I don't think anybody should say, well, so-and-so didn't put it in. Well, that was way back when. We're making a change for the better for everybody.
No, it wasn't way back when.
So-
And the covenants cover like blacktop issues versus gravel.
I get the asphalt
Okay,
stuff.
I mean, the covenants cover a lot of things, all the way from the size of the sign to all kinds of things, Dan. And the developer's plan with trees or fencing or whatever isn't spelled out in the covenant. So, I mean, that would be something that he would have to provide when he comes for the building permit. I mean, right now, he's asking for zoning.
Yeah, yep.
And, I mean, there's nothing here that we can approve other than zoning, but before he goes ahead, I want him to understand that, you know, it would follow the covenants as a minimum of the industrial park, because the Kimmel addition was what, 15 years ago? So it wasn't like ancient history.
Well, I think we should just get it out now, and we are, is what we kinda expect, which is the next step.
Sure.
Okay? Instead of coming back and saying,
Yeah.
hey,
Well,
you didn't say nothing at the last meeting, we're trying
Yeah.
to let you know, kinda what we expect for the next.
yeah,
So
no,
if you could get that in your
absolutely,
next
so
presentation, it'd be
what,
great.
how many, like, what percentage of higher canopy trees and lower canopy and,
Well, usually if you got your higher canopy trees, it's gonna be where you're gonna store your cats, your excavators,
yeah,
so forth, you know.
sure,
Your lower canopy is gonna probably be out in your office area there, where the buildings and stuff, you're gonna have a combination of each.
yeah,
So,
okay,
so that's kinda where you have, you gotta let, wherever you're gonna store those cats, I mean, do you bring them all back for the winter? Probably not.
no, no.
Okay, excavators,
Last year we had 4,
Yeah.
I mean, this year we're not, well,
that's what
forecast we're not gonna have
determines
any, but,
as far as screening that you need.
yeah, okay. Alright, yeah, and our plan is to park them more on the southwest side, so that the building is blocking the majority of that view.
Correct.
And we're gonna have our smaller attachments, we wanna be able to bring the truck in along the east side, be able to separate it, offload, go to the shop if need be. And then otherwise, everything would be more hidden towards that southwest corner. There.
And you're gonna wanna hook up to the sewer system? Is that
It-
the plan?
If it's allowed, yeah, I just need to,
He has to hook up to it, he's in the
to know
sewer
the plan.
district.
Okay,
Why I'm asking if you
Yep.
can help.
yeah, my understanding it's at Tamarack and Linden, where we have to, where the nearest manhole is,
Yeah, so you're working with our people there.
yeah,
Well, I mean, yes and no, because, you can't go more than 400 feet without some type of a manhole. And on a lateral, even 400 feet would be disastrous, and he's 500 some feet away. Okay, so there has to be some type of a main sewer line put in, okay, with, manholes and the whole deal. That's what I'm saying. There's more important things than trees there is at the
Who
moment.
pays for that? You would. That's right.
But I want
So
him to
just
be
so you're
aware of that
of it.
yeah, no,
before he
we're,
buys.
Well,
we're
this
out,
is what
right.
we're talking about.
That's
we're
why
out,
we're having a discussion
I
about
know, but
everything.
that's why I'm saying, I wanna bring this
So
up.
he knows where he's gonna be at, instead
Yeah.
of just putting one subject. We're
Right.
trying to cover everything for him, so he has an idea.
yeah, no, and we're a licensed sewer contractor
Yeah.
in Wisconsin, so it's not an issue.
Okay.
So are we gonna go with the covenants, or are you gonna just wing it as you go?
What do you wanna do with the covenant? They don't apply to him, cause he's not in the industrial park.
That whole area as it develops, we can use the covenants from the industrial park as our minimum. Because otherwise, what if the question comes in 2 years down the road? We just had one from E-Tech. They wanted to know what size sign they could put up. It's in the covenants. You pull out the covenants, here it is. It isn't a one-shoe,
Well, then that's a whole separate conversation for us.
Right.
right, but I'm
How
just,
to expand the covenants to adjacent land.
but are we
outside
gonna
the
make
right-
him aware of that's what we're gonna enforce as a minimum is our covenant?
Are you aware that that might happen?
I am now,
Do you have a copy of the covenant?
nope, no,
We
but
could
I'm sure I can get
you a
them,
copy
Yes,
of it?
if
Yeah.
you
Fly 'em
contact
with
us, we'll get you a copy.
yeah, yep.
Okay, so we have a motion, or we need a motion to change zoning.
What is it on?
Are you looking
To industrial,
Yeah,
yeah,
egg.
Industrial?
yeah, AT
Yeah,
to
it's,
industrial,
egg,
AT.
yeah,
Transition.
AT.
AT.
Transmission to industrial.
Well, I'll make that motion to, approve the request of Kurt Karnak to rezone from AT to industrial across from N7886 Woody Lane on parcel, and John can copy that.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. The only one other thing I wanted to add for discussion before a vote is, we're allowing two separate driveways. Where are you gonna, like, you gonna require a main road with a manhole and sewer line in? Or, I mean, there's a lot of ifs here.
Well,
That's up for, to our, engineers to figure that out.
if you're bringing heavy equipment, then why would we wanna run it across the road and store it? You wanna run it separate from that.
This is, that one, that's fine. But when I'm talking about, he's also got office coming in.
Stuff for the office down the asphalt, stuff for the cats is gonna be in the gravel road to the east, correct?
Yep, correct. Yep.
And that should be kept separate, cause you're not gonna be running across your office stuff.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ideally not, but it'd probably make the most sense to set a manhole out on Woody Lane for any future development. I mean, just my thought, but,
Well, eventually there's gonna have to be, yeah.
But see, this is all sewer engineering stuff that
Yeah.
we don't have to figure out. This
Yeah.
is up to our professionals.
yeah.
And whoever's in charge of,
But this,
who's ever in
I'm
charge
trying
of
to
it.
make everybody aware, this could get extremely expensive.
Correct. Because
Yeah.
he's the first one on there.
Mm-hmm.
You
So
know,
what do you do? Start,
Well, I'm just,
is he gonna pay the full thing, or the other people gonna
No.
come in after him?
anybody can hook up for free.
Okay.
That's the state. Ben, you,
Well, I think it's whoever signs it before the zone is submitted to the engineer
Yeah.
to review. And
Right,
Yeah.
there also has to be a stormwater management plan for this site.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Detention basin.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
all we're doing is rezoning. We're not
I-
planning his
I
project.
understand, but
And
Yeah.
it could happen, and this often happens, people get rezoning and they never build anything. The plan falls
We,
through.
yeah, we,
So you're not obligated to build on here.
Correct.
We approve the rezone.
Yep.
And then Mr. Karnak can sell it to somebody else.
yeah, no, I totally
If you think it
understand.
gets too expensive.
We're just rezoning it right now,
Yeah.
but we're
Right.
like making
Yeah.
you aware of what
Yep.
the
Yeah, no, I completely understand that part of it, and,
Okay.
yeah, we're just not gonna, I guess, we weren't gonna go any further with the drawings until we get the zoning approval.
Yeah,
Correct.
And then we hire the contractor and engineers and go from there.
you work with it.
Yes,
Okay.
certainly.
so we have a motion and a
I
second.
know, I made the motion.
Yep.
Who said it?
Andrew.
Okay, Rick?
People in the neighborhood, have they been informed of any of this? And have they had, expressed any opinion on the borders?
We did our normal, radius of notification for the plan commission.
Okay, did you get any questions?
No,
None?
no.
Okay, I'm just asking the question. Okay. All right.
Where it's at, it's off the road part, as long as it gets right on top.
If we did the notices, they could come here and
It's
tell
in
us
the-
about them.
It's in the northwest corner of that lot.
They have the opportunity, correct?
I, yeah, it's 700 to 800, I think, yeah.
Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, signal by aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Rezone.
Well, the recommendation,
Answer the-
recommendation
Yeah.
will be made
Right.
to the county.
Yeah.
Okay, discussion and possible action regarding the request by Mark Wyndham, providing a plan of operation for W1046 Marietta Avenue, Suite 220, within the Zonia Bank Building.
I'm gonna, say that I apologize, that should not have been brought forward. He didn't appear at the plan commission, so there was no decision made.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay,
sorry about that.
well, we'll
That's
just
fine.
move on. Okay, discussion and possible action regarding the request by Zonia staff, certified survey map completed to create 4.5 acre parcel in existing community zone, create 7 acre parcel in existing community zone, and create 2.2 acre parcel in existing community zone. This is a cleanup parcel bordering or boundaries at Fireman Park. This is for liquor license so that we become legal, because Chivaree has one license, the softball diamond has one, and the other diamond has one. So we issue 3 licenses, so we need 3 parcels. It's a state
You can only have one license per property, so per premise.
per premise.
Because we have,
So now we
You
have,
can't combine the two and just go with one. I mean, combine the 3 and just go with one, they will allow you that.
no,
that's
because,
what we've been doing.
Oh, you have been,
well,
okay.
no,
No,
I
they
mean, we
issue
have,
three.
one property,
You have
but
3
we're
different
issuing
ones.
3 different licenses for
To
the
3
property.
different organizations.
Correct. And so
This
that's, it's not, you can't do that.
This is just, yeah,
But
making
you can't do
everything
the
legal.
opposite. Issue one,
Well,
then
I mean,
combine the 3.
well, you could issue one license, but then, like say Chivaree, then she'd be her license would be responsible for any, alcohol sales, and she's not gonna do that.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
So her, basically, the 2 town ones would work for her with that.
So how did this actually come to light?
When I took over and I realized what was going on out there and,
Oh, okay.
just looked at the property
Not
and
that this has been going on for a long time.
I'm sure it has been, but,
Right.
I mean, that's,
No, this is the right thing to do. Yeah, just to make it all legal. So I guess I will go ahead and make motion to approve the certified survey map to create one 4.5 acre parcel in existing community zone, create 1.7 acre parcel in existing community zone, and creating one 2.2 acre parcel in existing community zone, in Fireman's Park.
You have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, those in favor, signal by aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, discussion regarding letter received from Centers for Medicare and Medicaid regarding decision of certification and loss of revenue. The board was sent an email with the information on it. Did everybody understand it?
Understood it, but where's the detail on this? Was there like 43 that were made on it that they didn't accept?
You mean the number of claims?
Yes.
Yeah,
They were turned in way late.
yeah.
So
but
what are
how
the
many
claims?
were there?
There's 43, so let's see the 43. Let's not just say there's 43 and have a number there. Let's get into the detail of what the 43
But it
are all
doesn't
about.
really matter.
It's not 43 claims.
It's not, okay.
It's the paperwork that the fire department needs to turn in to reclaim that Medicare payment. So that, the paperwork that we fill out to reclaim that Medicare payment from those 43 documents was filled out incomplete. And my understanding is it's done like every 7 years. So when it was submitted incomplete. They sent it back. We then filled it out, but sent it back past the due date. And there was still some missing information, so they sent it back. And then it was sent back past that second due date then. Now Brett filed a claims of appeal to try to get them to backdate it back to the, I believe it was March 15th or something like that date. But they denied that because it was spelled out the multiple times that it was done incomplete or past due date or however many times it was done.
So the dispute is missed the deadline.
Correct.
Missed the deadline 3 times.
Yeah.
So if we're out $63,000, does that just come out of our general fund? We have to pay for that?
Yeah,
This,
well,
this would have been revenue off of EMS funds.
right,
Yeah.
so we don't get to, we don't get reimbursed. So
Right.
those runs are pretty much,
Our budget starts off $63,000 less.
So we have to cover that.
correct.
Has it been taken out already? Did you allow for it?
Well, the runs have been,
Since you're waiting for it to come in, did we pay it?
Yeah, I mean, what it,
Pay it.
we're just not getting the money,
Right,
so.
This would be money for this coming budget.
Yeah.
right, but it's not an outstanding,
No,
No,
so we're
It's for
just
the-
gonna be shorted,
so we're gonna be short that much because it's not coming in.
right.
At the end of 2025.
So can you appeal it the second time?
Well, there
can,
is a,
but you
Looks like it could.
it
yeah,
has to go through lawyers,
Yes,
and I don't think,
and then you're gonna pay more money.
yeah.
I don't think we have a chance of winning.
It's a long, it sounds like a long and complicated process to
Absolutely.
appeal it now.
yeah, but it was already appealed,
Sure.
and it, you know, it showed that it was blatantly late
Well,
3
we're
times.
just talking about moving forward now to.
I realize,
The
but
way you would
The
proceed
second
would be to
appeal,
file with the administrative agency,
Yeah.
you have a right to bring to administrative law judge,
right,
and the question would be, does this corrupt this act of the and your answer that, don't spend the money unused to make that appeal. Is that what I'm hearing?
yeah.
That would be my recommendation.
And
I don't think we're gonna be getting.
Wouldn't do any good if it's been, what,
By the
3
time we
times?
pay our lawyer fees and
Right.
stuff, and then if we don't win, you're even out even more money.
Yeah, they,
Probably gonna be a wash.
they laid out the case pretty succinctly about,
they laid it out 100%.
yeah, it's the hard portion. So we don't have to do anything with this, do we?
No,
easy
but I just
money?
wanted everybody to understand that, you
Well-
know, Brett didn't do what was required of him. And so now we're starting out $63,000 short.
Yeah, well, the way it came across like it was outstanding, and it's not outstanding, it makes a little bit of a difference, but I understand that it should come in, and we should have gotten it.
To me, 63,000, 63,000.
Oh, absolutely.
If it's money if it's money you're planning on for the future.
Sure.
It's $63,000 and there's no cutting it short.
Well, I agree with you then,
But at this point, we just have to deal with it.
yes.
Well, I realize that, but it's
What
very
can we do?
disappointing.
We exhausted our options basically, except one more, except spend more money and then end up coming up spending 63,000.
Yeah, yeah, it's not worth it.
Okay, we'll move on. Consider an act on pay request for Scott's Construction in the amount of $29,552.60 for the 2025 seal coating project.
So this is, this here, correct?
This is this year for Swansea, Cardiff, and
Rock
Rock River Road.
River Road, you did the,
The
seal coat, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Work was done satisfactory, and they're asking for payment for this year, minus everything.
Then you got retainage in there.
So it's all, the work is all done, right?
Work's all done.
Yep.
And it's satisfactory.
Satisfactory, meeting that budget, we're in good shape, so.
I make a motion to, pay
Scott,
Scott.
Scott.
Construction Incorporated, the sum of $29,552.60 for satisfactory work and completed.
A second.
I have a motion and a second to pay Stop Construction $29,552.60. Do I hear any other discussion on it? All those in favor signal by aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, consider an act on alcohol beverage license application for pub 16, or for the pub, 16-1168 American Street, Suite B. Gillen Investments Agent.
Well, Dylan Heimer agent, that's how I say his name. So
Okay.
it's the BP gas station, it's the little, side business that he's putting in that gas, the pizza.
Pizza
Pub.
place, yeah.
Yep, so he didn't apply at the annual renewal, because they hadn't, I guess, started the project, but now he's coming in to get his license, so he must be getting closer to opening.
So he did it for the store, correct?
The store's done, yeah.
Yeah, so
But
it's a
this-
separate one now we
yep.
have to do for that,
Yeah, because,
because he's selling?
well, yeah, he's selling and they're
And
consuming
on-premise,
on
and
premise.
He's
consuming.
serving.
Yeah.
When he was here before and he was talking to us about the pub, area of the, store, didn't we have to approve, what were we approving then?
Well, you were
The
approving,
plan?
his backyard, his pizza dining room.
Yes, you were approving
Okay.
the plan, but then you also had, when I first started, we approved the license.
That's
Yeah.
right, I thought it was all
Yes,
together.
thought
but that
we already-
license expired.
Okay, I thought we already gave him the
We
license.
did,
That's what I
back when I
thought,
first
yeah.
started, so that,
Okay.
but he never operated because he never had the state approval for the plans and he never did anything.
Okay,
So he kind of put the cart before the horse. So now he's, he's gotten the
Reconsidering.
permits and all of that,
Mhm.
and so now he's coming back in to get
the license renewed.
Yeah.
I make a motion then to approve, American Street Bees alcohol license, license for, beef livery in that, BP location, however you pronounce that.
Yes.
Got it.
A second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second for the liquor application for the beverage license. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, signal by aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, consider an act on request from Adonia Concord Explorers, to stake the snowmobile trail heading north-south along the west side of the drainage ditch, adjacent to Fireman's Park.
So they do that every year, correct?
That's
Yeah.
correct.
So I make a motion. What staking then the north-south on the west side of the drainage ditch, Jason Fireman's Park.
Second the motion.
I have a motion and a second for, Concord Explorers to stake the trail. Is there any other discussion?
Has there ever been any accidents along these trails here that you're aware of?
We've had no complaints.
Okay, all right.
We've never had any complaints. Any other discussion? No further discussion, all those in favor, stand by aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion carries. Okay, Chairman, my report. The only thing I'd like to bring up is a lot of people question the timing with Marietta with Highway 16. Okay, Marietta was a grant. We wrote for the grant 3 years ago and it was denied. 2 years ago, we wrote for the grant and it was accepted. Okay, and it was accepted under a 70-30% at the cost of doing it then. So the state would pay 70%, we would pay 30%. So it's a humongous savings to get Marietta done. Now granted, 70-30, prices have gone up a little bit. It won't be exactly that, but it's still a huge savings. Okay, we had no control when the grant was issued. We applied for it. Highway 16 has started and stopped their dates several different times. So there was no way to plan anything or so for everybody who's asking all these questions and thinking that this was some magical poison or act, it was strictly the way things fell. And if the town can afford to give up 70% of a road construction for a little inconvenience, I don't think so. And second of all, there was a pre-construction meeting. The contractors have been made aware of all emergency equipment. Calvin is aware and been in touch with the contractors. They have a plan for fire, for EMS, and everybody's been in contact. So no one is left out. Everything was considered, and hopefully they only have a month and a half or they start paying a fine. So October 15th, I believe, is the deadline, or 17th. Okay, is the deadline. So if we can hang in there just a little longer, you'll have a beautiful road. And we're only gonna pay 30% plus whatever inflation did to us. Okay, that's just for everybody's knowledge, so they can go home and sleep easy. That's all I have. Dave Kester's not here. Amy Renard?
I just want to mention that I've been in contact with County Sheriff Mays about entering into a contract with him for a dedicated deputy to patrol the town of Ixonia during one shift, and it could be 5 days a week, or, it'd be up to us, but, Supervisor Kester and I met with the sheriff on May 1st after we had a petition, presented to us by, residents of the, forgetting the name of that court.
Oh, the one over,
Up
yeah, I
off
know
of
what you-
CW,
Yep.
goes both ways.
Bart
Bart
Lane,
Lane
yep.
Court, yeah. And, the sheriff thought that this was doable. He threw out some numbers which Dave and I thought sounded very reasonable, and we told him that we would get back to him with a more detailed proposal as we got close to starting our budget process. So it is my intention to introduce this proposal, into our budget process early on, so we can think about it, give it careful consideration, maybe get some public input. I just got 2 emails, we were just trading emails through the last couple of days, last week. So, this is one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about the budget process and getting it started early, so that we have enough time to consider things that, aren't already in there. Last year, we put into this year's budget $75,000 for police protection. We have not spent that. So I hope it would still sort of be able to be carried over, or whatever, we can figure that out. So anyway, I just wanna let everybody know that I'm getting a proposal from the sheriff to do this, and I think we should consider it.
Is that it? Dan,
I'll spare you this time around. You know where I'm going now.
to give you a little update, Carl's meeting out there with them.
Good.
And he's been in contact with them.
Good.
They're aware they not only are gonna plant trees, they're gonna mow it, Dan.
That's why I wanna get it mowed.
Yeah, that's.
But ask them if they can mow it sooner before, now you're just gonna spread the seed. Let's mow it in the dough stage. Just request.
You mean later or now?
Well, you gotta mow it before now everything's gonna go to seed. You
Yeah.
mow it, you're gonna spread the seeds all over. Mow it earlier, when it's in the dough stage and the seeds aren't gonna get spread. It's easy as that. And it's shorter.
But now it's too late.
Well, I get that. It's too late, right?
Well-
It's
Okay.
too late if you don't mow it,
Okay,
or you mow it.
either way,
Let's
their
mow
work
it.
is getting work
Yeah,
on
let's
that.
mow it.
Okay. Rick,
No, report.
no report? Okay, our clerk treasurer, Joanne?
Just wanna give you an update. So the auditors have started working on their audit. They did not come in today, they worked from their office, but I've been uploading reports like mad to them, trying to get them the information that they wanted. They will be here on site tomorrow. Not sure what time they're coming, but they are going to be here. And, I am into May with my bank reconciliation, so I'm, plugging along.
Is this audit
Robert.
process gonna take up a lot of your time? You have to work with them, or
Yeah.
are they just?
They come in, they do their thing, they come in, they ask questions, they ask for more
Okay.
reports, so
Okay.
I get to do my thing, but then I can, if they have questions or they want something, I have to, get it for them, big or,
And how long are they gonna be there?
well, the plan was just to, for 3 days, so, but now it's down to 2, so hopefully they get enough that I gave them today and Friday, and then, when they come on site, hopefully we can get them their information, and they just take it back with them, and then they do it there. So I think the email, he sent you an email over the weekend, I got CC'd on it, and he's talking about having it completed by early November, and then presenting in December. So that's the timeline for right now. Correct, yep, so I'm not that far off anymore.
Yeah.
May, September.
Just got the August statement, so I'm good.
Okay, moving on, our highway superintendent, Ben?
Just to state, paving has been completed on Hillendale Drive and Business Street. Highway Department is for the gravel shoulders. Probably at the end of the week, if not beginning of next. Work has begun on Marietta, as you've all seen. The roads will remain open to local traffic to the homes, along with emergency vehicles. I've also spoken with the Highway 16 that they're
deadline to do it?
Sometime.
Yeah. Oh. Usually they come in with the age depreciation on that sometimes.
We had
too.
full coverage on the roof, so.
Yeah.
It's coming out better than it first was.
Yeah, well, it's good. Just wait for the age depreciation.
Okay, fire and EMS intern chief Calvin.
Yeah, so, the month of August, we ran, 29 calls. 48% were daytime calls, Monday through Friday, 6 AM to 6 PM. So we're seeing that continued trend of that 50-ish% daytime call volume. Yeah, that's it.
So everything's going pretty good, huh?
It is, yep.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Okay. Moving on, we're gonna move into closed session. You are hereby notified that the common council of the town of Exonia, following, pardon?
Yeah.
Following all regular business will convene into closed session. The chair will announce all those present that propose of the meeting and that fact that the board intends to convene to close session to the below deadline proposed. Joanne, can you read this? My eyes are bothering me.
Sure. The chair will announce to all those present the purpose of the meeting and the fact that the board intends to convene in closed session for the below delineated purpose. Upon motion duly made and seconded and acted upon by the majority of the members present as required under state statute 19.85, parent 1, parent 8, of the stats, the closed session will take place which may be attended by the town board and staff. The purpose of the meeting is to confer with legal counsel who is rendering oral or written advice concerning strategy to be adopted with respect to litigation in which it is likely to become involved as authorized under state statute 19.85, parent 1, parent G, staff, specifically to be discussed as possible litigation involving claims pertaining to Chemtech. So, we need a motion to go into closed session.
I make a motion to go into closed session.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion?
I have to do a roll call vote.
No, I will.
Rick Ziegler,
Yes.
Brian Durkee,
Yes.
Amy Bernard,
Aye.
Dan Wilson.
Yes.
Okay, we're going into closed session.
Did you want us to, any of us staff to stay, or
I want you,
Maybe Ben?
me? Thank you, stay.
oh, I was gonna say, you're coming into closed session.
Dan's coming in, isn't he?
Yeah.
Of course.
And don't we,
I better.
don't we need Ben?
So we need one.
With legal counsel.
No,
Yeah.
Ben has nothing to do.
Well, you could be the secretary then too. Well, I
He's the understudy for the
Is there any
opportunity.
extra charge?
When you get in there, you'll find out what it's all about. He doesn't have